Yes, my people, a bright Sunday morning to you in Africa, Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, Uganda, wherever you are. It is blue, match day in London. Yes, it is a match day. And everywhere is blue. Whether you like it or not, you can be a Manchester United fan, Arsenal fan, Tottenham fan, whatever it is. Today is the day for the Blues. And the 3 points, we are taking it. That one, let me assure you, there's nothing you can do about it. Every Blue fan, today is our day, right? Let me hear from you in that comment section. Tell me what you think about today's game. I gave you my predicted lineup and my predicted goal, my score. I told you it's going to be 2-0. Let me know from you what you also think about the match that is going to come off in about 6-7 hours from now, or let's say 8 hours. Look, I read something that the coach said and I want to read it for you. Okay, I read something that he said recently, and he said we should win every game. That's Mauricio Pochettino. We should win every game because we are Chelsea. Yes, but we are not the Chelsea that won the Champions League or the Premier League. We are Chelsea in progress, working to improve, to find our way to behave, and to perform all together. Many things like this. But I accept competition is not waiting for anyone. Yeah, competition is not waiting for anyone. The league, many teams are already running away with their points. Manchester City is already going up. Arsenal today. And any mistake that Chelsea will make will be lacking behind. Manchester United won their game yesterday. And so as it stands right now, Manchester United, they are ahead of us. They are no longer close to us. We need to win our game and win massively. It is a statement Chelsea need to send across tonight. It is time that Chelsea make a statement with the players we have. We cannot have a full squad. There is no team in the EPL. Manchester City, Manchester United, Arsenal, they all have injury crisis. The only thing is we have more. But it is time we send a strong signal to our opponents. The fear factor of Chelsea. Any team that is coming to Stamford Bridge now comes to Stamford Bridge knowing that he can get a point. That is not good for Chelsea. That is not the record we want. Chelsea that we know, when a team is coming to Stamford Bridge, they have that fear in them. They know they are coming to the Lions' den. But right now it looks like teams come to Stamford Bridge and they know they can gain a point. No. From tonight, the signal that we want to send across to every team, including Manchester City, Arsenal, Tottenham, Liverpool, is that when they come to the bridge, it is our home, it is our den. We are in charge. We will be in charge. That is a signal we want to send across from tonight. And so we are to win tonight's game massively. I predicted 2-0 because I don't want to be, exuberant. 2-0 is just okay. But let it be that any team that will come to Stamford Bridge will know that they cannot just come to Stamford Bridge and get a point. Not even a point. Talk less or say they will come and win us like how Nottingham Forest came to do. No, never. Not again. Now, listen to me. You see, when a coach is speaking, I believe he knows what he's saying. On Pochettino, he said, first of all, the players need to be settled, feel comfortable. They need to know each other. They are going to compete with teams that maybe played together for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Our keeper, Robert, played with Disasi for 4 or 5 games. Disasi with Malogusto, 3 games. Thiago with Cowell, 3 games or 4 games. Les Logochukwu, he played with Enzo 1 game. He's trying to explain that the team is now trying to get, to blend together because the players are new to each other. But our opponents, Manchester City, Manchester United, Arsenal, most of the other teams, they are not new. They play together like 3 to 4 years. They know each other. When you go to Manchester City right now, Stone, no, it was there for how many years now? Walker was there for how many years now? Haaland, last season he was there, right? This is not his first season in the EPL. The players already know. Kevin De Bruyne, they were all there from how many years now? And so they know each other's movement. But currently our squad is new. And most of the players, they play 2-3 games together, 4 games together. They will need time to blend, which we understand. I am not saying this as an excuse for our performance today. No. I am reading this so that we will understand and know how to raise our expectations as well. But as it is now, as we speak, they play 3 games, 4 games together, they've been training together, and we expect the team to begin to gel. Disasi with Malo Gusto 3 games. Thiago with Cowell 3 or 4 games. Leslie Ogochukwu, he played with Enzo 1 game. Nicola Jackson with Sterling. They need time to link and to create things. With Modric, with Enoni, with Palmer arriving the day before the transfer window finished. It's not an excuse, but we need to analyze all these things. We need to assess all these things. I agree perfectly. I agree. But my friends, Chelsea right now, the points, people are taking the points. Other teams are grabbing the points. Are we saying that we are going to end the season with 15 on the 15th on the table because the team is here to gel or because the players don't know each other yet? No. When you go to international matches, international games, to our countries, various countries, they practice, or the team played, maybe the coach had only 3 days to work on the players, and yet they go to win games. The coach will have only 3 days to work on players. That does not mean that they don't know each other. The players, maybe some of them have been meeting once in a while to play together as a team in the national teams. But the coaches of national teams, only 3 days, sometimes even 2 days to work, and they have a game to play. Personally, I don't think Chelsea tonight we have an excuse. The coach said we understand it. I'm reading it for us also to get it. But it is not an excuse for our performance today. We must act and play well. We are to play and score goals. Today's game, I want to give you the teams that are going to play tonight's game. London is blue. Don't forget that. London is blue. Okay? Today, there are teams that are going to be playing games. It's not just Chelsea. And so I want to give you the breakdown of the teams and the pairing. Or I'll have to come to that later. Yes, as it stands right now, yesterday's game, Manchester United played their game yesterday and they won. Manchester United won their game yesterday. Today we have Chelsea, Aston Villa. Yesterday Manchester United won, Burnley 0. Brentford 1, Everton 3. Man City 2, Nottingham Forest 0. 3 games were played yesterday and they all won their games. What is the expectation of Chelsea today? We are expected to win as well against Aston Villa. Aston Villa should not be a team that we should say, oh, they are too strong for us to win against. No Premier League player has found the same teammate with the true ball more often than Enzo has Nicolas Jackson this season. 3. And the Argentine has created 11 chances overall. I read this before in my earlier video because I want people to understand that Enzo and Nicolas Jackson, a lot is expected of them today. Yes, a lot is expected of them today. Enzo and Nicolas Jackson, a lot is expected of them today. I expect them to go all out. I expect balls to be delivered to Nicolas Jackson at the right time, at the right place, where he will not miss. You see, so like I was saying, Chelsea, we don't have any excuse today, my friend. We have no excuse. This is what Chris Sutton has said. Aston Villa came back well to beat Crystal Palace last week. And unlike Chelsea, finding the net is not a problem for them. I wrongly backed Chelsea to turn things around too many times last season. And I am not going to make that mistake again. You hear that? He's not going to make that mistake again. Aston Villa, they can play the game. But Chelsea, unlike Chelsea, that is finding difficult to put the ball in the net. Aston Villa, if they get a chance, they always score. Is that it actually would not surprise me if Villa nicked this to add to Mauricio Pochettino's problems at Stamford Bridge. But I'm going to go for a draw, which probably means Chelsea will do what? Win. Well, that is what he thinks. Too many disappointments from last season. So many people are still carrying the last season hangover into this season. And the new season that we are in right now, unfortunately, we are not delivering. We are playing the game, but the goals are not coming. But today, the goals are going to begin to flow. The goals are going to come in, and all the goals will come in the first half. 2-0, like I said. 2-0. Yes. Now, this is what Football Chelsea has said. Villa have just lost to Legia Warsaw. We've had a full week to prepare for the game, whilst they only get a few days plus some of their first team started. We really have no excuse not to win today. Chelsea have no excuse not to win today. Why? Because Aston Villa, they play in the Europa League. They were in a European competition this week. Chelsea, we had the whole week. I said this over and over again. I'll repeat it again. We have the luxury of the whole week. We played games only last week, Sunday. The whole week, 7-8 days, we had it. Aston Villa didn't have that luxury. And so, for me personally, it is our game to win. My friends, I want to hear from you in that comment section. Your prediction. Yes, as a Chelsea fan, have confidence and have faith in your team. Let me know your prediction for the game that is coming up. We have almost full house. So far, we have the players that are injured. We have 3 that are back to the first team. We have 3 back to the first team. And this coming week, according to our coach, Reece James will be back with some other 3 or 4 other players. So it means that we are recovering very well. We are recovering very well. And so the team will have to find confidence from somewhere and deliver as expected. I personally, like I said, Enzo Fernandez, Casado, which is the surprise of the team. I believe that Casado is fit to play tomorrow. Today, this evening. Casado is fit to play today because he was assessed yesterday. And I know today he is fit to play. Casado and Enzo in that midfield with Conor Gallagher, they will work well together. They will work well together. The other front 3, Modric, Sterling, and Sterling. I will expect Modric and Sterling on the wings. And then Nicolas Jackson on the attack. Nicolas Jackson on the attack. That is my expectation this evening. Any other thing that Kopama could change with Modric, maybe in second half. But I expect Modric to be in today's game. I expect the coach to make use of Modric in today's game. So that he'll begin to rediscover himself. I know many people out there will agree with me that Modric really needs time. He needs time on the ball. He needs time with the ball on his feet. If we want Modric to rediscover himself, then we need to give Modric enough time. I don't want us to make the same mistakes we make with Kevin De Bruyne or Mohamed Salah. These were all players that we had, but we didn't give them the opportunity or the time. I would wish that Modric will be given enough time on the ball, on the pitch of play, even if it's 45 minutes, so that he can rediscover himself. I believe today's game is Modric's game. Let me leave you here. My friend, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. This is your home. This is your channel. We bring you exclusives and breaking news. All that I'm giving you now, I am breaking down the team position for you today. How we are going to be playing our match, I'm trying to break it down for you. This is about the channel. It is your channel. Let's contribute towards it. Let's be part of it. Subscribe and on your notification button, because any breaking news, exclusives, you'll be the first to be notified. I'll come your way again before the match. Shalom and peace.